Invincible Season 4 is trending right now. Nobody's asking the real question. 3 decisions made this show what it is. And they were made before you ever watched a single episode. Start at the beginning. Not the show's beginning. Robert Kirkman's beginning. 2003, Kirkman pitches Invincible to Image Comics. Simple premise. Kid inherits dad's powers. But Kirkman had spent years watching superhero stories refuse to let consequences stick. So he built a book where every punch broke something permanently. That philosophy became the structural DNA of the animated series 2 decades later. Amazon greenlights the show in 2018. The creative team faces a choice every adaptation faces: soften the source material, or don't. They don't. Season 1, Episode 1 ends with Omni-Man killing the entire Guardians of the Globe. Not implied. Shown. That single decision told every writer's room that came after it, this show does not look away. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, executive producing alongside Kirkman, had already tested that nerve on the boys. They knew what unblinking violence could do to an audience's trust. They imported that instinct directly. Here's the historical parallel that makes that decision stranger and braver than it sounds. In 1992, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson, and Kirkman's future publisher Jim Valentino left Marvel to found Image Comics on one principle: creators own what they make. The consequence was a decade of books that swung between visionary and undisciplined, because ownership without editorial restraint is its own kind of risk. Kirkman launched Invincible inside that house, under those conditions. No executive could sand down the teeth. The brutality wasn't a pitch, it was a structural feature of a publishing model built to protect exactly that choice. When Amazon adapted the book, they weren't just inheriting a tone. They were inheriting a 20-year-old act of institutional defiance. Simon Rasiopa takes the showrunner chair. He had been in the Kirkman orbit since the early animated adaptations. When Rasiopa structures a season, he builds toward a single emotional detonation, then makes you sit in the wreckage. That's not accident. That's a pattern you can trace across every season so far. Season 4 trending means audiences are primed. They know what this show costs emotionally. And they are coming back for it. Watch it again. Every season of Invincible was built on 3 decisions made before you saw a frame. Now you know where to look. I'm Sofia. And come back.